Hey everyone, I'm David Cook, and I am about to be exposed. Think about it. I think in a real backwards way, I always knew this was something I wanted to do. I gave myself every opportunity to try other things, and um, when those things kind of went by the wayside, music was always there. I was actually I was a pitcher, a baseball pitcher in high school, and was going to go to college and try to walk on, and ended up messing up my shoulder. And so the band that I was in high school, they were all going to the same university, and I was like, all right, I'll just go there and we'll keep the band together. And ended up staying with that band until I was 23, and then joined another band in Oklahoma, and then did the whole Idol thing. So yeah, very serendipitous how everything worked out. But yeah, I guess in a sense I always knew that this was for me. My first date. My first real date, I think, was probably went to a Pizza Hut with this girl named Amanda. It was also my first kiss. And I found out later that she told everybody I was a bad kisser, but it was my first time, so come on, man, what the hell? Yeah, I'd say that's probably my first one. It's good pizza, though, so there's that. My first job was I put furniture together. I worked in the back. I was 15. I worked in the back of a furniture store, putting ready-made tables together. I've never been really adept at tools, and so I would always end up like snapping the legs. But I was always real fearful of getting in trouble, so I would just go ahead and put the tables out anyway. So a lot of people bought broken tables, which I'm very sorry for. My first public performance was second grade. My mom had heard me singing around the house and decided to take matters into her own hands, as mothers will do. Called my music teacher and told her that I may or may not have a decent voice. And so my music teacher, I remember it very vividly actually, called me up in front of the class one day and told me to sing this part by myself, and just mortified. Like, it's like that whole like speaking in public, singing in front of your peers, being judged by your peers, all those fears just kind of wrapped into one. And did it, and then I'm pretty sure I cried afterwards, but got through it, and she ended up putting me in a Christmas pageant not long after. So I think I still get nervous a little bit, yeah. Which is strange. I get more nervous around small crowds than I do big crowds. I think it's because I don't. The more people that are watching a show, the less I feel kind of each individual set of eyes just kind of burning a hole through my skull. So, but yeah, I think I get nerves every time. I think if I ever went on stage and didn't get nervous, I'd probably need to stop playing. So, I think what I love most about playing music and performing and writing is really just the creative aspect of it. Like I get to, it's something different every night. Like the same song's going to sound 40 different ways in 40 different shows, but I think more of it's just the idea of like creating something and making this thing to put on the earth that nobody else has made. I've just always been kind of enamored with anything like that, like any form of artistic expression. So I'd say that's probably the most gratifying aspect of it. That, and I'm pretty sure I picked up a guitar to impress girls. So I can say unequivocally that I've probably dated way above myself because of music. I will say that. Oh wow. The last movie that I saw that made me cry. God, it's been a while. I think it was Fools Rush In, Matthew Perry and Selma Hayek. God, that's embarrassing. But that's the one. Yeah, yeah. I'm a big baseball fan, so I got to do batting practice at Shea. I got to go play at Carnegie Hall for Hillary Clinton. I got to go overseas and play in the Middle East for the troops for USO. And actually, I just got back from the Philippines. David Archuleta and I played a show in front of 115,000 people. It's just those are the kind of things that like you don't get to do. You know what I mean? And the fact that that's been part of my kind of story the last year is kind of absurd, but really cool. She had actually already gone through the primary and did make it through, and I remember just thinking like I felt bad because she was talking to all the press people after the fact that how she would call her friends and have them vote for me and stuff, and I was like, you should have them vote for you. You know what I mean? Like, you might need those votes more than I do, and but she was an amazing woman. Like, and yeah, I mean, I definitely just kind of learned a lot just from like meeting her. She definitely has a very firm like sense of power about her, which is cool. I get nervous when I meet people, yeah, and I think just in the sense like I'm a fan of these people, just like I guess people are a fan of me, and I never get it when people kind of lose, their better sense around me. I don't know. I just, to me, I'm a dude who got lucky. I still feel like an accessible human being. I still feel like somebody can just talk to somebody. And I remember completely geeking out. We went to the Teen Choice Awards last summer. Archie and I did, and we're sitting there front row, just kind of watching what's going on. It's a commercial break, and then I've got my foot up like this, and I'm talking to Archie, and then I feel this, and Adam Sandler walks by, and he just said hi. Like it was just like, what? I feel like in order to hang out with these people, I need like some sort of card, like I'm in the club or something. But moments like that, man, just kind of trip me out. Like it makes me really think about how absurd my life is. ABC Squared is an organization that's based purely on the ideal of raising money for brain cancer funding and research. And an organization I actually got involved with last summer. I was on the Idol tour, and they invited me to sit in on a cancer symposium at the Senate, and so I got to sit in and listen to all these like kind of new pieces of information concerning cancer and where the science is at and where the funding is at, and really just kind of struck up a relationship with them that parlayed into running the Race for Hope on May 3rd out in D.C. But definitely an organization that I like for two reasons. I think one, they seem to have a really intense passion for wanting to get a cure found, and secondly, from a financial standpoint, a lot of what they bring in goes towards finding a cure, and they don't have a whole lot of overhead, which is nice. Thank you very much.
It was awesome.
Cool. Thank you.